What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Now it's time to talk about my boys roster, right? The Lakers made several additions to this team over the past week. A lot of it has made like shocking headlines. Some people are really amazed with it and are really applauding it. Then you got some people that's wondering and scratching their head about the moves that was made, right? So here's the thing. You have one group of people that's saying, hey, this team is old as hell. This team is entirely too old to compete with these young squads running around the league, in particular in the West. Then you got another group of people that's saying, hey, yes, this team is older, but they have a lot of experienced veterans who can still provide a lot to a team that's really looking to make a push in the playoffs and push towards a title. So here's my opinion. Right, I'm looking at the roster and the moves. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I'm a big LeBron James fan, as you can see the picture behind me. Right, this team is a little long in the tooth. Right, they a little old as hell. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. They're a little long in the tooth, and I'm really trying to figure out. I'm breaking down the analysis of each individual player. Right, they added Trevor Ariza. I had Trevor Ariza on my fantasy basketball team. Like I want to say about 2 years ago. And Trevor, now listen, I know Trevor is not no 15, 16 point per game scorer, but Trevor was missing a lot of them shots he used to knock down. He was missing a lot of them. And so I'm wondering, does he still have it to knock down that open three? Can he knock down the occasional open three? Can he hit 2 threes a game at minimum for the Lakers, right? Because we're going to need 2 threes a game from him and for him to play some excellent defense. At best, maybe give me 3 threes a game at best, but I don't count on 3 threes, but 2 threes a game. Just give me that, right? And play some phenomenal defense. Does he still have the ability to slide, like to move his feet and stay in front of defenders? These not defenders, stay in front of offensive players. These players are really young now in the league, especially at their forward spot. They're gonna be trying to wreak havoc and cause hell. And I'm wondering, can Trevor really stay with these younger guys? Right? That shall be seen. Y'all know how I felt about the Russell Westbrook edition. I told y'all earlier, I made a video before, and I was saying I don't really see how this is going to mix and how it's going to work because Russell Westbrook is so ball dominant. He's so damn ball dominant. I can never see him playing off the ball. Like LeBron showed he can play off the ball a little bit, but it's like, and I don't see him being I don't see him being a third wheel in this offensive scheme, like at all, because he's not going to be number 2 at all. He's not going to be number 1. It's going to be AD and Bron, and he's going to be the third option. I don't know how well you can really how much you can get out of Russell Westbrook being a third option. That's just me. We see the addition of Wayne Ellington. It's solid. Wayne is a little up there in age too, though, so it's like, it could be a hit or miss. We see that they added Dwight Howard. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I like the addition of Dwight Howard, bringing him back into the Lakers, saying the Lakers needed that. Like, they needed that for real. Because they was getting bodied and bullied down low in the post. Marc Gasol, he ain't it. I'm sorry. Listen, he had a great career. He is not it, especially defensively. He can't stop nobody. He can't jump over a damn sheet of paper. He ain't blocking no shots to be 7 feet. Like, it's just null and void. All he can, really, Marc Gasol is good for the pick and pop. He can go out there and hit the occasional 3. He can stretch the floor with some shooting, but that's about it. I ain't even counting on Marc Gasol to get rebounds like that. So they needed Dwight, a guy that can defend, who can be rough, who can be rugged, who can be hard-nosed, who is athletic still, you know what I mean, who can still give us good putbacks, get offensive boards, get tip-ins. That's the things that the Lakers missed last year. They didn't have that. So AD was having to do all of that. Now you got Dwight bringing him back in. Dwight is older. You know what I'm saying? He is a little long in the tooth too, but I still believe in his production as I seen it just a year ago when he was with the Lakers and they won a chip. So then we're gonna talk about these are the additions that I love. I love the addition of Kendrick Nunn. Shout out Chicago, Illinois, man. Southside to be specific. Y'all know where I'm from. But anyway, Kendrick Nunn, that's a great addition to this team. Everybody tripping out like, damn, how the hell do the Lakers got all this cap space? How do they got all this cap space to be adding all these different players? Kendrick Nunn took less to try to get a chip. And I ain't mad at K Nunn. He gonna get that money back coming around after this deal is over with. He gonna get that deal again. But Kendrick can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a flat-out bucket. He is youthful. That means when the older players get a little tired, they get a little winded, Kendrick Nunn can come in and give a spark for the Lakers team off of the bench. And I really, really love it. The young boy I've been watching him since he was at Simeon. Back when he was playing alongside Jabari Parker, he the truth, he the deal. And he's going to prove it when he played with the Lakers this season. So I'm excited to see how he going to mix into the fold. You add Malik Monk. Now, Malik Monk had a substance abuse problem. So I'm hoping that since he's going to be in LA and substance abuse is not a good mix to me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm scratching my head. I'm like, I hope the young boy stays all right and he got the help that he needed. But I'm wondering, is this going to be a problem for him? Is this going to be some type of tumultuous relationship with the city of LA? But we're going to talk about basketball. Malik Monk can knock down shots for sure. He's athletic as hell. He's young, he's spry, and I think he can play some really, really solid defense as well. He got the capabilities to do that. He is the physical makeup to really do it. So I'm hoping that he can really, if his mind is there and everything like that, and he dedicates himself to playing D, that he can, for sure. I mean, you re-up on Taylor Horton Tucker. Another Chicago, man, shout out to the shot, man. Young Chicago boys out here going to go get it. So you got Taylor Horton Tucker. Taylor is still 20 years old, goddamn. Shout out to a 20-year-old brother getting $32 million. 20 and getting 32 M's? And you just came from the south side of the crib, Joe? Like, I got to salute that any day of the week. But Taylor is he got a lot of upside. He got a lot of promise to him. I mean, the boy has an all-around game that's great. And a wingspan on him, man, dude, like, you can really utilize that young boy defensively and offensively. We've seen the defense that he can play. And we've seen that he got an offensive skill set in a package that I know he didn't have at Simeon once before. So that let me know the young boy is dedicated to his game and really, really improving every single year. So I like that pickup. It was another pickup that I also liked. I'm trying to think. I said Malik Monk. I said Malik Monk. I said Kendrick Nunn. I said Dwight. Oh, Kent Bazemore. Another 3-and-D type of guy. A guy that's gonna hit the three. He's gonna knock down that open shot. He can do that for sure. I really like that. And he can play defense, right? So there's some key additions for the Lakers to get better. You added some guys, some 3-and-D guys that can knock down open shots, guys that can play defense, guys that are still young. However, you do got some guys that's old in the tooth. You know what I'm saying? They saying this team a little geriatric. We're going to see. We're going to see how it all unfolds. Because to me, like, oh yeah, damn, I forgot. Adding Carmelo Anthony. You added Carmelo Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony's best years are past him, but when I saw him accept the role in Portland, he accepted the role of coming off of the bench, being a spark plug off of the bench. He no longer trying to be Melo. He's okay being Carmelo. And that's all the Lakers need. A guy that's going to come off that bench and fill it up in spurts at times. And I think him and the chemistry with LeBron, playing with his boy Bron, playing with Russell Westbrook, I think it's going to rejuvenate him and inspire him to another level. Now, you might think, hey, that's too much looking into that, but I really do think it's going to make Carmelo play to it, take his game. It's really going to not take his game to another level, because we've seen Carmelo game go to a whole nother level earlier in his earlier years. But I'm saying it's going to really it's going to really boost up his addition to this team. It's going to look very, very good. You know what I mean? Yes, Carmelo is older. He was 37. LeBron going to be 37 during the season. Yes, this team is going to be old. But I think that they have the talent to prove some folks wrong and really, really make a good run. You know what I'm saying? So people saying they're going to repeat. I got to see how it play out. Y'all know I want Bron to get another chip. But y'all, I got to see how this really going to work. I got to see how Russell Westbrook fits in with this team. He is really everything to me. To me, it always the Lakers go as Anthony Davis goes, but Russell Westbrook can really make or break this team. He can decide whether they go all the way to the finals and win a chip, or whether they get a second round exit. To me, he determines a championship, or a second round exit, and it's all about how he chooses to play and what type of IQ he's playing with. Because we know he can play way outside his head. He can let somebody take him off his game. He can get fooled because he's so stubborn and he's so prideful. He can get fooled into falling into the team's game plan, trying to outshoot dudes like he did with Damian Lillard. I don't know what the hell that was about. He knew he wasn't a three-point shooter, and I watched Damian Lillard bait him into having a three-point shooting contest, something that he know he ain't equipped with. He ain't got the arsenal to do that, but he chose to do it anyway, and he shot his team out the damn game. So he cannot do this with the Lakers team. And I know playing with somebody like LeBron, who's an older guy that's been around for a while, they got a good relationship. Bron gonna tell him, hey, because Bron got a great basketball IQ. I think that's LeBron's best attribute. He gonna tell him, hey, nope, don't do that. We're going to attack. We're going to drive. We're going to put the pressure on them to foul us. So either we're going to get the and one or we're going to go to the line and try to knock down 2 of the free throws. That's it. And get these dudes in foul trouble. That's a great game plan. And, Russell Westbrook has to keep that in mind while he's playing. Not trying to just do he don't got to do everything by himself. You know what I mean? So I think he has to realize that. Now, I do think the Russell Westbrook addition will help with this. When you got guys like LeBron and them go to the bench, LeBron and AD go to the bench, and you're looking for offense, right? You're looking for offense from a guy that, like, somebody got to initiate the offense, somebody got to do something. Now, we know Carmelo, he ain't going to just stand around, but we know he's not the Melo of old. You need somebody who is a strong presence offensively that's going to get the defense on their heels to where one, they're going to collapse on him and he can kick out, or he going to go to the cup, he going to get fouled and try to make something shake. That's what he's good for. When you got your 2 main guys go to the bench, something got to happen. We saw what happened when LeBron and AD went on the floor in the playoffs. That was atrocious. That was horrible to watch. Like, it was unbearable. I was turning the gang. I'm like, hey, man, listen, they can't do nothing without them. So now you got some guys that can really make some shake. Kendrick Nunn can make some shake without Bron and AD on the floor, too. So I like those additions to the team, man. Like, yes, the team is not the youngest team in the world. You know what I mean? Yes, they're a little on the geriatric side. They are a little older. But I'm saying from what everybody's skill set, this team can really, really do something. But it's, to me, I didn't really understand the Russell Westbrook thing. I'm looking like, man, and I was mad because Russ can't shoot. Bron ain't no just knockdown shooter. AD is very, very streaky. So I'm like, man, what? Like, I'm like, this, somebody can play zone on the Lakers and get them up out of there. But then you added guys that can shoot. Kendrick Nunn, Kent Bazemore, you know what I'm saying? Malik Monk. I like those additions. You know, Trevor Ariza can knock down his shot. Wayne Ellington, I think Trevor Ariza, he was just really, really cold that year I had him. I don't know. I'm ready to see. I'm willing and ready to see what he can do this season. But, like, yeah, you know, I'm like, okay, you got some guys on the squad. You know, they can now shoot, knock down an open 3. They going to need that. They're going to need that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you don't have to be great at shooting 3 because we saw the last few teams win. Lakers wasn't a great 3-point shooting team. Milwaukee, not a great 3-point shooting team, even though Chris Middleton was lighting them up in barrages, but they weren't no great 3-point shooting team at all. But at times, when you in the thick of things, when stuff is getting tight, you need somebody that's going to be able to knock down that open shot, because you're going to get a lot of open shots. With LeBron on your team, Russell Westbrook, AD, you're going to get a lot of them going to the cup, people collapsing in. It's going to be guys open. Wayne Ellington got to hit his 3. Trevor Ariza got to hit his. Kendrick Nunn got to hit his. Malik Monk got to hit his. Taylor Horton Tucker got to hit his too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all going to be a collaborative effort. But I think this team can make a push. Now, we just got to see how they're going to play together. And even if they get out the West, if Brooklyn is healthy, I got them coming out of the East. And we got to see how they match up with those guys too, man. But I'm interested to see it. It looks good on paper. I mean, as far as like, the additions, they look older, but they look good on paper. So we going to see. Machiavelli Mills TV, thank y'all for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave the comments below. Yeah, keep watching all my content. I appreciate those who've been watching thus far. Peace.